How's it going, everybody? Hope you're all well. I'm Carl and this is Waterside for Adventures. So we've had really high winds again for about 3 days now, but I've been sort of stuck at work and stuff and been really busy making videos, editing, all that sort of stuff, picking up cars, all that sort of thing. But today I decided to I'm going to take a trip down the beach, probably down sort of Walcott end, somewhere like that, and see if we've got some big old waves coming in, and take a walk along the front, sort of Walcott end to Bacton. We'll have a wander along the prom beach, and then we'll come back up along the top and have a look at the area and sort of go from there, really. But I've got a feeling the old storm's going to kick up some waves, so we should get down there around high tide. So let's go and have a little look and see what's happening. I'll spin you around and show you a bit of the old Norfolk country lanes on the way there, because I know everyone likes to see them, and we'll do the journey there. It's not too far now, I'm already on my way. Let's have a look. The trees and stuff are all whispering around and stuff. So we're cruising through the countryside. So the old trees and that are blowing about a bit. It does seem to have settled down slightly, but I'm saying the last few days it's been probably 60 mile an hour plus winds. It's been pretty rough. A lot of branches and stuff down in the roads and stuff like that. I think most of it's been cleared now. We're in the Rover 75 estate today. Thought I'd use this one today and take a cruise down there. Very quiet over here. There don't seem to be many people about, or cars about. It's unusual up here. There we go, there's one. Driving along the grass verge for some reason, a bit strange. Quite often see big herds of deer and stuff out here. Sometimes you have to stop and let them all cross the road and things like that. They're pretty cool to see. Cruising through the little villages, heading towards Hemsby at the moment, and then just around the corner from Hemsby is our destination of Walcott. Saying we've got 12 degrees today, so temperature's not too bad. Like I say, the wind is pretty rough. Got a southwesterly that's saying 49 mile an hour ish. Sort of 45 to 49 average with 60 mile an hour gusts, so still pretty rough. And it's actually meant to rain all afternoon as well, so I'm imagining it's going to be doing more damage to the erosion along the cliffs and that along the coast as well. So we'll go and get an update on that. Hopefully sometime during the week if I can get a bit of time off. See the lighthouse in the distance, you should be able to see it now. There it is. Getting a few spits of rain, let's hope that holds off just for us to make our videos and stuff, so the old equipment and stuff don't get broken. Fairly clear today. I can see quite a way across the fields and stuff. It's not misty, which it normally is this time of year. We're in Hemsby. Just going past the crop systems building. Right there, sugar beet all piled up on the left there. Sugar beet piled up all the way around the fields by the looks of it. They have been doing a lot of cutting lately. It's been tractors sort of working day and night up and down the country lanes. You can see the lighthouse quite easily. It's pretty clear. Hemsby church in front of us, sticking high in the sky. Got some flood signs up. Not quite sure what would have been flooding around this area. There's not really anywhere for the water to get to the flood. If you know the Hemsby Lighthouse car park, that's actually all been shut off now because of the coastal erosion. The cliffs and that are all coming down, the paths come down again, the ramp. And what they're going to do is they're going to come in a bit closer to land and they're going to make a new car park. A couple of the residents have give up their properties in the back, and they're going to make new car parks sort of well away from the cliffs. So that's good news. We'll still be able to go down there once it's all completed. New houses going up here on the left and stuff. People moving away from the front, I reckon. Manor Caravan Park. Probably see all the wind blasting away at the hedges. The flags on that building to the right there are really blasting away. Pop top, I think it's a Citroen camper in front of us. Could be fun, that'd be good for a couple of days away, sort of weekenders and that sort of thing. Not silly amounts of room, but if you just want somewhere to sleep and somewhere to have something to eat while you're sort of out wandering and exploring and that sort of thing, then they're ideal little vehicles. Can be picked up fairly cheap as well. I think I've seen them sort of around the £3,000 mark, 3 to 5,000. So not that bad really for what you're getting. Most of them are normally really low mileage. fairly old one, this one in front. That's a M Reg. You do see a lot of campers and stuff around this side of, or anywhere along North Norfolk really. Not so many in the winter, but a fair few, don't get me wrong, you know, you can't really go out without seeing any. But over the summer it gets absolutely packed. Yeah, I was right, that was a Citroen, I thought it would be. So we're going right, and that will take us down into Walcott. Yeah, going straight. Another big motorhome in the field to the left there. Up on the old pitch. There's 2 or 3 electric hookups there for people to stay on. I think you sort of pay somewhere around £10 a night, maybe slightly more if you want electric. But this time of year I think a lot of people have electric just so they can plug in heaters and stuff. It's obviously handy for hot water and stuff like that as well. Right then, so we're well on the journey. I do like driving through these lanes and stuff. It's nice to have a good old look around. Got the lighthouse end on the right here. It's like a camping site. Again, you got the electric hookup and all that sort of thing. You can take caravans, mobile homes, etc. on there. There's actually no one on there, which is very, very unusual. I think that's the end. Any time I've ever driven past there and that's been empty. You've got a nice restaurant in there as well, so you can have, you know, nice meals and a beer or a glass of wine, whatever takes your fancy. So we're coming into Walcott, dropping down the speeds, down to the speed limit, 30 mile an hour. Police jeeps coming out from the right hand side. What do we got then? There's plenty of campers in the little car park. Oh, there is actually a space. That make a change. Right, I'll get myself suited and booted, and we'll get down there and have a little look. So I'm all wrapped up, ready to get out. It's mega windy, but the wind's coming off my back, going out to sea, so the waves are not too crazy. But it's all stirred up, it's looking muddy. And I'll get myself all mic'd up. Should be able to hear me still, even with 60 mile an hour winds. And let's go and see what we can find. We'll take a walk from this end right down to the other end, come back along the top. So we've got 2 different things to see. And let's see what's happening. So, this is where we are. Yes, the signs and everything are all flapping around. It's pretty rough. Let's go down the ramp and have a little look. So the wind's off our back, so all these sea defences and stuff are blocking the wind, so I can walk either way without any problems. These are what they need to put up along Hemsby. They could do with defences like that all along, and that would sort things out. As you can see, the sea's chocolatey brown. Always goes a nice dirty colour after a storm. So, I'm gonna walk that way today. Okay then, let's go and have a look. That's the car park up on top there. We're off down this way. Do see a couple of chaps that have been out there trying to fish, but by the looks of things, looking on the beach, it's quite weedy. I don't reckon they stay too long. There's plenty of bird life about, seagulls. Little birds, can't think what the name of the little birds are now. Terns, maybe. The birds are sort of playing in the edges of the waves. There's a couple out there further out to sea, just sort of riding the waves. They're just picking off anything that comes in and gets washed in. So last time I come here, the sand was like 8 feet down from the side of the prom here, and it looks like it's all full again. So all the sand's back in, come in with the storms, I reckon. So I don't think they've been down here with the diggers and stuff and put any more back in. These are the little birds I was on about. The name's gone out of my head. You're sitting down there digging in the high tide line, probably eating little shrimps and stuff like that. Sorry if I'm a little bit shaky, but the wind is so rough. So I'm not the only one going out for a walk, there's a few other couples and people walking about, having a look around. Quite disappointed in the sea state, I thought it was going to be a lot rougher, but it's still a nice walk, I still like to walk along here. You can see from the amount of sand and stuff on the prom, we've had obviously big storms pushing up the sand onto the top of the prom here. It normally splashes up onto the sides here and smashes up there. Even sometimes in the winter it actually goes over the top. I haven't seen it this winter though, hasn't done that. Unusual to see these groins buried right in sand though, they're normally sticking up a fair way. So we're down on the beach and we're walking along the high tide line at the moment. Never know what's going to get washed in. Prom's just up there. See, there's plenty of weed coming in. Bit of rubbish and stuff washing in. Bend down and pick it up and stick it in a bin. I'm really struggling today to film. The winds are blowing me all over the place, filming gears. Shaking around like mad. But it's all part of the fun. Small gravel are getting washed up the beach. You don't normally get much gravel along here. It's all sort of sandbars and sand. Whee! I'm just in my trainers at the moment, so don't really want to walk through the water. Feels like the tide is still coming up actually. It's definitely climbing up the beach. It's like, oh, I'm getting sand blown in my eyes. You see the water pumping through. See where it's pumping up underground, all the air coming through. Quite interesting to see. Up the top there behind the green fence there, if you go up these steps, there's normally an ice cream van on the end here. I'm going to carry on walking up to the pub restaurant and then we'll cut up through there and start coming back down the other side. We've walked quite a long way, but obviously I've been popping you in and out as I'm coming along. we actually started off right down the other end there, in the distance where you can't even see. Okay. Oh, that sand going in my eyes is not very nice. Not too much action really happening today. Haven't seen no seals so far. Normally I see a few seals. Oh, saying that, I just see one. Look out there to the distance, you might see his head popping up and down. Just to the centre of the picture there. There you go. There he is. Get some froth coming up with this tide as well. More of that bubbling as it sits under. You can see the sand absolutely flying across. Whoa, I'm going to have to turn around because that's going to absolutely fill my eyes up if not. Oh. I don't know if you can pick up on camera, but the sand's absolutely flying down. Makes nice escapes on the beach, but it's not too nice. I'm going to get back on the top here, try and get out of that because my eyes are watering like mad now, they're full of sand. As we're crossing down to this end, we're heading into Bacton. But I'm actually going to go up these steps here, and then we're going to go along the top, and I'll show you what's around the area. In the summer, I'll do some nice big long walks along here, and we'll go right across, right down the Bacton end, right round, and I'll show you the whole lot. But when it's like this, and I can hardly see, and I've got sand all blowing in my eyes, 60-mile-an-hour winds, it's a bit crazy. It's probably going to be even windier up the top there. We'll do our best. Really is hard to just hold the camera equipment. All over the place. Up the steps we go. You've got a sandy path, you can go that way, but you can't really see much. So we're going this way. And see, oh, even windier. Whoa. And this is the Poacher's Pocket pub restaurant. You can also stay in this car park if you pay to park overnight. Oh, the winds are crazy up here. I can hardly stand still. So we got big open fields. These big houses and holiday lets and stuff are all right on the front. I can see right out to sea, which is lovely. Oh, that getting a bit windy. Hang on. Just talking to a chap there along the top there who live in one of the houses, and he was telling me that the sand was all been taken from Yarmouth and brought down here. and refilled. So that's where the sands come from. It was all blowing into their gardens and filling up their gardens and all sorts by the sound of it when it was being put in. Nice chap, nice to meet you. Said he watches all my videos, so always good to meet subscribers and have a chat. I'm really struggling to hold myself up against this wind. Holding all the gear as well. All ropes intertwined with a wooden fence there and a nice old looking wall. This is the other end of that sand walkway I told you about. If I go around here, we can completely get out of the wind. If you look up there and look at that flag that's ripping apart in front of us right now, it's pretty rough. We've got to go that way, so we'll carry on up this way. I'll bring you back in when there's some other stuff to have a look at. That's another one of the big car parks. That one opens up when like an overflow. It's £5 all day or £1 an hour. Most people, if they can, they try and get down here and park along the front here, which is all free. In the winter park, it's not really a problem. All the bags are trying to blow out the bins and all sorts. We can get rid of that bag we've got in our pocket now, can't we? This is all about the scapings and stuff that they done. Oh, I'm really struggling to hold on here. I'm doing my best to carry on for you. Let's have a little look in the air, shall we? +60 winds are blowing me all over the place. I won't be surprised if it's actually a bit rougher than that. Got the houses along the front, all looking out to sea. Must be quite nice to live there, knowing you've got a nice strong cedar fence in front of you, so you've got no worries of it, you know, washing down and starting to come towards your house. Unlike a lot of other people all the way along the coast. It's a nice walk out. I'm not cold, it's just the wind is really rough. My hands are a bit cold, but nothing to worry about. Across the road over here you got like the chip shop and the ice cream shop, or ice cream parlour as they call it. We'll have a bit of a look at that when we get a bit further down here. Got a couple of campers down in front of us. This is actually a bus stop along here. There is bus routes to here if you can't drive. They're not open this time of year most of the time. Sometimes on the weekend they're open. The Kingfisher Calf and Ice Cream Parlour. These are the steps that go down to the prom and then onto the beach. Quite steep, so you have to sort of take it easy and hold on to the railings if you're not steady on your feet. Car park across the road there, where a lot of bikes and cars all park up, you know, ready to go in there and have something to eat and a day out. Nice camper, pop roof, all the extras. Got the public toilet block over there. Pretty sure you know what that's used for. Yeah, that tide is definitely still coming up, so I don't know why the tide table said different. Just getting very close to the top of the prom here now. Over this side on the right, you've got the Walcott stores, which is just like a paper shop, sweet shop, you know, all the extras. All the little birds and that are still playing down there on the beach. Tide's still rolling in, so that's going to be touching the top of the prom here any second now, so the tide's definitely still coming up. You always get lots of these little birds down here feeding away. And you got like a caravan park over this side on the right called Walcott Park. Some of them for sale, some of them are to let. This front white one on the left here is the one you go into like a reception. And then we find ourselves back at the car park. This is the car park I've actually parked up in. It's probably taken me an hour and a half or so to have a wander backwards and forwards. And it's quite a nice walk, especially for, you know, out on your lunch break for work. Quite enjoyed it. Right, I'm going to get back in the car and make some more plans in the old Rover today. So I hope you enjoyed coming for a walk with me. I quite enjoyed it. It was really blustery there. I was literally like this. It was blowing me all over the place. It's really, really windy out there, as you can probably see. The car's wobbling about a bit as well. It's a good job the winds are going that way out to sea. Otherwise them waves would be massive and coming up over the wall probably. So like I say, hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you soon in the next video. Thanks for watching. Appreciate your time.